What's up, y'all? Empress Ari here, back at you once again in another video. I hope all is well with you today. In this video, let's discuss how your enemies are being warned. While you're not perfect, you are a great person in many ways, but you may have discovered that there are some people that don't really like you. There are some people that are mad at you and don't like you for the weirdest reasons. Although you don't really care about these people who don't like you, some of them have been choosing to mess with you in certain ways. They have really been getting a kick out of playing these childish games with you. The people that have been messing with you are actually being warned to leave you alone. But some of them aren't listening, and unfortunately, they will have to learn the hard way. People really want to punish you for being you. The people that may have been watching you like a hawk, the people that may have been following you, the people that have been damaging your things on purpose when you're not looking, and even the people that smile in your face when they're talking to you, but they're plotting something evil to do to you behind your back. All of these people are being warned to leave you alone. Some of them are doing things or have already done things, and they're actually slowly starting to catch on. Some of them are noticing that they should stop all that following you because now all of a sudden they're having car trouble when they weren't before. Or all of a sudden they're getting their car repoed, or they get in a car accident and total their car. They make it out alive, but that was a warning for them to leave you alone. They are starting to say to themselves, wow, every time I follow such and such, I have car stuff happen. Or wow, every time I keep messing with such and such, I stay in the hospital because I break a bone. Wow, every time I keep messing with such and such, I keep losing money. Or wow, every time I steal from such and such, something of mine comes up missing. They're starting to finally realize that every time they keep poking at you, something in their life goes drastically wrong. So some of them are like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and leave that alone. You will be noticing some of your enemies naturally back off due to them personally experiencing that different and divine type of protection that you have. But let's keep it real. Some of them, well, they're kind of slow. They're just not getting it. Some of them still haven't used their common sense to put two and two together to realize that many of the things that are going wrong in their lives are because of the evil plotting and planning and things that they keep trying to do to you. They still haven't figured that out yet, which is why they keep poking at you, which I made a video about. Be sure to watch that video. But they're trying to get a reaction, and the divine just keeps sending them more and more warnings. These people will be taught hard lessons about messing around with you. But be sure not to let their negativity thrive in your mind. Even though you are elevating, even though you are mentally and spiritually at a much better place than you may have been in your past, even with all that, sometimes, it just gets so hard not to react because you get to the point where you just get so fed up and you just had enough. But see, they know that. That's why they keep doing it. It's a part of their strategy. They think you're going to break at some point. That's their main goal. They want you to snap so they can have some content and some more reasons to keep gossiping about you. But try your best to keep your cool, chosen one, as you are much more emotionally stronger than you may think. These people are trying to make things even harder on you than they may already be. They're trying to steer you off of your divine path. But your spirit team and your ancestors are always on deck And that's what a lot of these folks are failing to realize. One of their biggest mistakes is when they see you alone, so they think you are actually really alone just because they don't see another person. Little do they know, the same way they keep watching you, they are being watched too, but by your spiritual backup. Right now, they think they're the only ones doing all the watching. You may have even had some enemies that were literally on their way to try to do something hurtful to you, and they were stopped in their tracks, and they still did not catch on to the fact that this was a warning to leave you alone. It's about to get so real for them if it hasn't already. So many negative events are going to be taking place in their lives, all because they won't leave you alone and they haven't noticed all the warnings. They are being shown more than one warning. They're getting it in different signs in different ways for them to be able to see that this is a bad idea. The thing about it is, they want to see you doing badly so bad that they're failing to realize all they're doing is digging a deeper hole for themselves by not leaving you alone. They are literally going to trip up and fall right into the hole they thought they were digging for you. And although seeing you do bad is what they want to see, they will just keep seeing the opposite, because it's going to keep getting better and better for you and worse for them until they stop and bring focus back to themselves. Very few of them will notice the error in their ways and become quite remorseful. But that doesn't mean they won't get what's coming to them. It could already be too late depending on what they've done. So while it may seem like they're getting away with this because you haven't seen ways that their life is really being affected, things are going to start happening to these people. And sadly, if some of them don't realize the warnings and stop what they have been doing, they may be met with having to pay the ultimate price. And you know what that is. Your silence and patience thus far are already killing them softly because you haven't been engaging in their nonsense the way they want you to. But it will be game over for the enemies that don't notice the signs and leave you alone. The evil things they are doing is about to catch up with them in the worst way because your justice is being served whether they like it or not. This is all out of your hands. You're not dishing any warnings. You're not making anyone pay the ultimate price. But this is what they are ultimately choosing for themselves by not noticing the signs, noticing these warnings, and stopping what they are doing. Depending on what they are doing or what they have done, some of these people will have a lifetime of bad karma. But some of the people that did some of these things to you, they will have negative karma coming their way that they will have to deal with. But after that, they can get their lives back on track if they choose to see the warnings and signs to stop and leave you alone now. They don't like, or some of them are even afraid of your potential. These people know exactly what they're doing. And some of them know good and well they need to stop, but their minds won't let them because you take up so much space in their minds that they can't even focus on themselves or anything else. But that's all right, because you can ease your mind knowing that you are being kept very safe, secure, and protected. They may form some weapons, but they won't prosper. Their silly antics don't stand a chance against the type of backup that you have. It's still a great idea to get to know your enemy by paying attention to their patterns of what they've been doing to you, because this is probably what they'll try again. This allows you to avoid them in certain ways so that you can keep playing chess while they play checkers. The ultimate thing they can do is slow you down, but they can't stop anything. You might have to take a different route on your path because you're trying to avoid people with their foolishness, but the Most High will clear that route for you too, so that you can continue persisting forward. You are not a person to be played with in that way. These people are being warned. Hopefully, they listen and stop for their sake before it's too late. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll be back soon. Peace.